What's good? It's your boy Holy Shabazz, HOLYSHABAZZ. Like I always say, I don't care what they say about you in these streets. Your boy Pablo, mess with you, man. There's these two girl streamers, bro. Like I feel like they're the most popping girl streamers. It's like one of the couple of them, Nina and Zoe. And a long time ago, bro. Not a long time ago, but some months ago, I'm pretty sure there was like a video that came out of them like doing some like aggressive, like I don't even know what to call it, bro, because it was like they were doing some type of like aggressive tag team forced dance upon a young man in on a stream, and you know, it looked, from my honest perspective, it looked like, even though, you know, from my perspective, it just looked like they was trying to give bro what I would call some like pity play, but it was like forced. Like, you know, like you ever hung out with a group of girls, sometimes girls will do this shit where like they'll just all collectively decide that the weakest nigga in the group is the best nigga, and they'll all show him all types of love, I guess, because like they feel like he already get treated kind of bad by the other dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how, you know, so I feel like that's what they was kind of trying to do for bro, give him like some pity play. But like when bro was literally trying to run away, they should have been like, oh, okay, bro, obviously he's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, he is not interested, leave that young man alone. Y'all are harassing him. But instead they like tag team WWF force twerks on him. And basically, SA the dude, you know, and you know, it really no other way to say it, you know. And at first, I didn't like. To me, seeing that, like, bro, girls are dancing on you. I'm looking at it from like just like a straight man's point of view, you know, like a straight grown ass man's point of view. Like, oh my God, some girls danced on you, bro. Like, you know what I mean? That exact same thing for him might be a huge deal, especially depending on like his mental status and everything like that. So I guess they got banned from Twitch today or something for that, even though this happened a while ago. I guess it was kind of like, you know, up in the air if it was like really something or if it wasn't. But you know, people keep saying if the roles were reversed, and that's undeniable. I can't really deny that. If the roles were reversed, and I mean everything, like, yeah, them dudes would be probably in jail. Them dudes would probably be in jail, you know, to be honest. Them dudes would probably be in jail. But dudes would never do that. You know, like on a live stream, I feel like only women think that they could get away with that, and that's not even like they get away with that. Think that that's okay, because society's never really said that that's not okay, for real. Like, very rarely are women like very much punished for being overly sexual themselves by their own choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not really something that society focuses on for whatever reason. You know, it's not very important. So it's important and it's focused on men to be able to control themselves and, you know, control their urges. Don't do no crazy, you got to, you know what I mean? And that is very, very important. But I just feel like for women, it's like just not so much of a focus. So they just feel like shit like this is okay, you know. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them, of course. So yeah, they got banned from Twitch, and I didn't think it was this crazy of a thing until I seen dude reacting to it. I was like, oh, this really affected him. This is undeniable that this really affected him. So yeah, you just gotta, really was a reminder for me to like, oh yeah, you never know what, like, how, just different perspectives. There's no objective reality, but for a reminder, like, how differently the same situation will affect, you know, people, the exact same situation, you know, like, to some people this shit is nothing, to some people, like, you know, that shit like really, you know, just depends. So this is them doing,
oh my god,
so like they trying to like, I think they trying to twerk on bro or something.
Saeed, hey, come here, I got you. Hey, come here.
So you can't.
He's 23, no, he's consensual.
No, he's not consensual.
Yes, he is.
He's not even saying nothing.
He likes it. Yeah, give.
Oh, no.
I don't think he wants to.
Yeah, stay right there. Hold on. Sit down.
Yo.
Sit down.
You know what I'm saying? that shit is like too much for sure. But
Yo!
Damn.
I'm not gonna lie, we not stopping until she in prison, bro.
What?
We not stopping.
Thing, y'all know exactly what situation I'm talking about. This whole thing just made me realize, bro, that I gotta do better. I gotta do better as a person. I got people supporting me. I got people looking up to me, and I gotta do better, bro. And if things happen, you know, instead of just wondering if it's really wrong or not, I'm just gonna go up there and say, yo, bro, that was my fault. And I'm very sorry for traumatizing you. But at the same time, we're gonna give the boy some room. Reached out to him personally, done everything. I've apologized, you know, as sincerely as I can. Also, if he wants to talk off stream, I totally get it, bro. That's exactly what I want for him as well, too, because that's probably more comfortable for him, you know?
bro, her voice be tweaking me out, bro. That shit is real life deep, bro. Like, I don't know how, like, she gotta be smoking mad squares or something, bro. That's a lumberjack voice right there, you feel me? A mechanic's voice, 15 years under the hood. Change a carburetor with his eyes closed.
Whoever's more comfortable, honestly. Hope he's doing okay. Shout out you, Saeed. Generally sorry about everything I've done to you. And I'm always open to talk. If you don't want to talk, up to you. Everything's your comfort level. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to force you to do nothing. And shout out to everyone that's supporting him right now. Even though if they're coming after me, I don't give a fuck. I think it's good. I think he has a good support system. I think he should have that. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that now he's finally vocal about it. I'll be honest. I truly had no clue. Bro, no joke. I had no clue. But now that I know, we gotta fix the issue. You know what I mean? It's not even about content. It's not about how people think about me. I'm not gonna lie, I never give a fuck what people think about me. From the day I did social media to now, I never give a fuck what no one think about me, bro. Genuinely, bro. Genuinely, this is not for content. Then me saying this shit is not to get bonus points, bitch. Genuinely, I hope he's doing okay. And
Yeah, if you ask me, like I said, I think, right, this is more what I think is happening. I don't think anybody really gives that much of a fuck. Maybe even Saeed. I'm not going to go that far because I can't tell him how to feel about whatever he went through. Two, you know, pretty attractive women twerking on you, bro. You're 23 years old. I feel like even a gay dude is not probably going to be traumatized by that. The gayest of all gay dudes is not going to be traumatized by that. But maybe you were. I can't say that you were. But I don't think that either side gives a fuck. I think that Nina and them, they have to apologize because when things become so big that you address them, eventually you just have to apologize because that's just PR 101. And I think dudes are just wanting to see Nina and Zoe be held accountable because dudes know if the roles were reversed or whatever, that dude would be in trouble. God forbid, either way, you know what I'm saying, it'd be a bad thing. But yeah, like, that's really what I think it comes down to. They're like, dudes just want to see them get some type of reprimand because they've seen dudes get reprimanded off of accusations and loose information and shit that, you know, some tweets from years ago, nigga, whole shit, man. Whoa, like, goddamn, they did this on camera. Y'all wasn't tripping, you know? So I feel like this is men just wanting to see more of like a quality of consequence situation, you know, more than anything. And they just happen to be the fodder for that action to happen.
Basically, I didn't want this whole thing to have an outcome like this. I mean, I didn't want it to, like, them being banned is not really anything to me because at the end of the day, like, sexual assault is a crime, and people that say that it's not sexual assault, I don't know what you think sexual assault is or anything like that. I don't know. I just ever since that this whole thing resurfaced, like every single time it resurfaces, it just takes a toll on me, and I just don't want to talk about it just because of that. And like, the main thing for me is, like, I don't want my parents to deal, like, to see it and then have them like break down over it, because I did later on tell my parents about the sexual assault, and my mom ended up crying for a whole month and felt like it was her fault.
But I'm like, again, you can't tell people how to feel, but like, your mom was crying for a month because you were 23 and two girls in their 20s twerked on, or like, you know, play wrestle, you know, danced on you. That was enough to make your mother cry. I feel like I feel you. Like, if it was against your will and you didn't want that to happen, and your mom knows like there was nothing you could do in that moment, maybe that's why she cried. I'm trying to understand it. Like, but I'm like, this is crazy that this had such an effect to this young man. It's hard to believe almost, but I mean, you can't tell people that they didn't feel how they said they felt, you know?
Because I do have a history of suicidal thoughts and stuff like that. And that day I was alone, and I just didn't want to, like, I just sat there and thought to myself over and over again. I will be taking time to deal with it myself, and I'll obviously try and work on being more vocal about it, and I really hope that people learn from this and try and understand, like, other people can deal with stuff like this and you probably don't even know. And the thing that hurt me the most was when they said I should be embarrassed, that I'm probably embarrassed.
Dude, I don't know, man. I truly think, I don't know, he might be boosting it for like just the situation, honestly. Like, he sees that like people are, you know, giving him some emotion, so he's kind of boosting it and just riding that wave potentially. He might really feel like that, because like I said, you can't tell people how they felt when whatever happened and made them feel how they feel. But I truly think that he is also just fodder for dudes to feel like they can get some type of consequential equivalence, because I feel like people, especially dudes, feel like, and I understand, I'm a dude, I be feeling like that sometimes too, but it just feels like the system is way more strict and rigid when it comes to dudes, and when it comes to women, it's like, you know, just a little bit looser, a little bit, you know, nicer, more understanding. Maybe that's for a good reason, you know? Maybe that's for a good reason. Maybe women just are generally better people than men. That's very possible. It's just very, statistically, it's quite possible, you know what I mean? But I don't know. So I just feel like dudes like to see, like, finally women are getting treated like the men by the platforms and the powers that be. Yeah. And they're going to cheer that on. You know what I mean? That's what I think this really looks like. Because, I mean, like I said, not for nothing, that shit does not look like nothing, in my opinion, from my own anecdotal perspective, that would like cause you to think about doing what you was. So two girls danced on you, or like was play wrestling with you, bro, and that had you at the crib thinking what, bro? That's like kind of, I don't know. But again, who am I to tell him how to feel? That's the most important thing. So it's quite possible that it did make him feel that way, I guess. But I don't know, bro. I think a lot of this should just be hyped up, maybe for content, or maybe, I don't know, you know. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. HOLYSHABAZZ. Like I always say, I don't care what they say about you in the streets. Your boy Pablo, mess with your main Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, TikTok. Holy Shabazz, Soundvoice, Code Worldwide merch on the way. Appreciate your support. Till the next one, boy, you better know it.